So we found our free campsite in the Teton National Forest. Are you ready to get on a horse?
Oh yeah. We've just been trying to figure out a way to escape the crowds a little bit. There's the rig, and we got a little trail right here. And I have a feeling that this view is going to be insane. My name is Billy.
I'm Sierra, and this is our dog Jetty.
We usually live and travel on a boat, a few different boats in fact.
But now we are driving across the country as our new boat is being built.
Join us on this all-new Tula adventure
As we drive, bike, hike, paddle, and sail across the good old USA.
Don't forget to subscribe.
We got up this morning and I worked out and we ate breakfast and we pretty much got on the road. But when we were working out, I saw 2 white pelicans, which was super cool. And now we are making our way to Grand Teton National Park. I found a bunch of sites for free that are along the way that we'll probably stop at tonight. And we are currently getting water at a dog park. Okay, and down, this way, go. That's not how the slide's supposed to work. Is it bad when the dog owner has more fun at the dog park than the dog? Ready to keep going?
Yep.
We have arrived to the Grand Teton National Park. So I think our plan today is to find a campsite, and then I'm pretty sure we're going to be in biking distance to a horseback riding adventure area. So I think we're going to bike ride to there and then go on like a 2-hour horseback riding adventure. And we'll go through the Grand Teton National Forest on horses, which will be awesome. Super excited about that. And then I think tomorrow we will hike around the park and do our quick little like go through, pick a couple hikes, and then out of the park so we can hang out with Jetty.
Do we still have to pay per vehicle?
No, show me your pass.
How are ya?
Good, how are you?
Good. Got a map? Thank you.
So we found our free campsite in the Teton National Forest, and it is right by the water. We have this little path to get to the creek, and it's really pretty.
It's pretty. Oh, good girl. Is that water so cold?
You may be thinking, why on earth would you park and put your mat so close to the fire pit? Well, so we will not be having one.
I have a feeling these primitive campsites here are kind of a hot commodity because every other one that we passed by was full. So we found this empty one, so we decided we'll just park here and we'll ride our bikes over to where the horseback riding place is so that we have our campsite for the night secured. And yeah, I don't think it's too far to get over to the horseback riding place. So I'm gonna unload the bikes and then we'll head over there. You ready?
We're going to ride some horses.
Is that it? Oh yeah, I see a bunch of horses. Adventure van. Look at all them. So many horses.
Alrighty. They're running around.
Are you ready to get on a horse?
Oh yeah.
What is this?
Biting my feet.
My guy was doing that too. Are you guys friends?
What's your
having
horse's
fun?
name?
Slim Jim?
Slim Jim?
Are you having fun?
Oh yeah.
Billy's horse keeps trying to bite him. Not in the tree. Where are you going? Don't go off the cliff. Hey, Jets. Top of the morning to ya. So yesterday we did go horseback riding. They didn't want us to bring our GoPro for some reason, so we attempted to film it all with my iPhone, but it was a little difficult steering a horse and filming with one hand. There wasn't much, but it was absolutely amazing. We went through like a bunch of different little forests and like through creeks, and my horse went like completely underwater and I got soaked, but it was awesome. I just walked Jetty, got her some exercise because we are going to go on a hike without her today in the national park. Billy's doing all of his dishes, and then we're gonna get on the road. No interesting animals yet. We haven't seen a moose, a bear, a fox, anything like that. But I think today's the day. You guys, look at these mountains. I don't know if you can tell, but at the very tippy top, that is snow or ice or whatever. That's insane. We are parked. Jetty is in there with all the windows open and she's nice and safe, and we're gonna go do a 2-hour hike. Are you
Look
ready?
at the mountains.
I know, isn't this crazy? Look at this.
It's nuts. Sierra looked up some of the best hikes in this park, and this is one of the top hikes in this park. So wow.
Let's go out. So beautiful.
How cool is that, huh?
This is absolutely insane. Look at these views.
These parks are so big, it's hard to know where to go, and you could spend a month here. Like I say it all the time, but we could probably spend a month in Grand Tetons National Park and still not have explored every inch of it. So we've just been looking up what the best hikes, the top rated hikes are to do in the area, and just kind of, you know, pick one or two and check them off the list and get a glimpse of the park. We're only here for a couple days, so that seems to have been working. And then we put a little more focus on like finding cool boondocking spots to stay at in the national forest outside of the park, which has been working out really well too. I think that's at least half the enjoyment and excitement for us.
Especially because we haven't paid to stay the night in like a month.
Yeah, basically a month. I don't think we paid to stay anywhere.
$0 at some of the most beautiful places we've ever seen.
Be easy, and I think it was happening to us at the beginning of the trip. Like, we were almost feeling guilty not seeing everything, or like even seeing all of the top rated stuff. But I think at this point we've decided that that's fine. Like, let's just do a hike or two, just get a glimpse of it. If there's anything we really want to do that, and just be all right with missing the rest of it. Even just driving through these parks or driving up to these parks has been awesome. Like, the views you get from driving towards these mountains and stuff has been like enjoyment in itself.
And I think for us, the reason we're okay with that is because the National Park Service takes a lot of effort and makes these trails groomed and beautiful and perfect for everybody of all skill levels and ages. And like, that's amazing, but we're also willing to go like off the beaten path to find somewhere that's not so groomed and not so touched, and maybe we don't have the most beautiful views like this park here, but we still have like an in nature experience, just the two of us plus Jetty, you know?
Yeah, that
makes sense.
Definitely. That's like another thing we've been trying to figure out is like, don't take this the wrong way. Like, we're so grateful that we're even able to be here, but we've just been trying to figure out a way to escape the crowds a little bit.
And that's really hard, especially during these COVID times and everybody being outdoors and in an RV. And
well, like everyone, like I think a lot of people probably, they weren't able to get to these places or travel, and they're just dying to do stuff.
And they're working from home, their school's remote, so it gives them the chance, and that's awesome. I love the fact that more people are out in nature than ever before. It just makes us try to take a different path.
We're just trying to figure out how to not be around everybody. It's a very small obstacle we're just trying to navigate around, but I think
just like in the boating world, we don't go to marinas, we go to empty anchorages. That's exactly what we're trying to find in this whole camping world. And we do go to marinas every once in a while just to enjoy the luxuries, just like we're stopping at national parks, you know?
Not apples to apples, but pretty close.
Apples to pears, maybe.
We thought that once like school was back in session, like these things were gonna empty out, especially on the weekdays.
No.
But it's Wednesday, and there's still a good amount of people.
And school is back.
And school's back in session, yeah. So anyway, it's been great still. One thing that we haven't been doing a great job at, while we trying to avoid the crowds and people, is just waking up much earlier, and even in the evening, supposedly like later in the evenings, like around sunset, it's much less crowded than during the middle of the day.
But we can't do evenings. We can't do evenings because if you're not in one of these free camp spots by like 5, then you're not going to get one. So we have to make sure we're at our campsite, ready, set our stuff out and claimed, or we won't have a spot to sleep.
Like sometime by the middle of the day, right?
Yeah.
But early mornings, like we did get up early this morning, but
we got up at 6:30.
But I just had a million dishes to do, and just packing up the whole camp and everything like that, and then an hour drive or so to get here kind of put us here around 9:30, 10.
9:30.
Too late. But now we know, we'll just try to get better at it, and just maybe I'll have to do my dishes before we go to sleep. We'll break down camp a little bit that evening. So wow, look at this.
So many trees. I'm not scared of you.
Whoa. Alright, you guys have the craziest crickets over here. You didn't hear it that loud this time, but these things they sound like little firecrackers. And they fly. They're not making the noise. They literally sound like firecrackers. Way different from the crickets on Long Island where I grew up. Ours don't fly, and they sound like, I don't know, it's different. So you guys, I gotta ask a huge favor. It would help us so much if you left a thumbs up right below here, and also leave us a comment, because I'm really curious. Are you from like our boating world and you're sticking along with us and you like our travels on land with the truck camper and these hikes and all this kind of stuff? Or are you new to our channel and you came here for this kind of truck camper, boondocking, hiking, nature stuff? And if so, either way, what do you guys like about it? Do you like this hiking type stuff? Our hikes through the woods or these national parks? Or do you like more the living out of the truck camper type stuff? So just let us know in the comments below, and you know, thank you as always for watching.
The sights and the hikes and all of this is amazing, but I wish you could smell what we smell. Like whether that's on the boat and like the ocean salty air, or like right now, it literally smells like Christmas for me. Like I'm not used to these scents, so like in Florida, what is your Christmas? Your Christmas is a candle that is scented like this forest. It smells like Christmas trees. So I wish I could do that. Maybe one day we'll send you all a scratch and sniff card, but until then, just enjoy the sights. And continuing on with our like national park kind of dilemma of trying to find a way to do it without any other people, my one suggestion for you is to do a hike that is longer than 2 miles. Because generally, like now, we've been by ourselves for the past 1.5 miles because everybody stopped way back there.
Yeah, we like right after I said that, like basically we began to be by ourselves because like Sierra said, everyone walks to the lake and then they take the same trail back from the lake, because I guess that's the viewpoint, the main attraction on that hike. And then the shortest way back is just to take that same trail back. So I guess the longer, the more difficult the hikes, the less crowded.
Yep, take that extra couple miles because it will be worth it.
I don't know if we told you guys, but we are in bear country right now, so we have to have bear spray with us and just be aware and make noise and yeah, just be aware. So we still haven't seen a bear yet. We kind of want to, not up super close, but it'd be cool to see one. And I really want to see like a moose or elk too.
I feel like we should see something here.
Like an animal?
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
It's a deer. Do you guys see him?
Hi, we didn't mean to scare you.
I don't even think he knew we were here until I turned on the camera.
What are you digging for?
So we told you guys we've been seeing the pronghorn deer, which look really cool. This one looks like what I know as a whitetail. So it might be a whitetail deer, but the difference between this one and the ones that I know, like back in New York and on the East Coast and stuff, this one, the ears are huge. They're like this big. Well, besides all the little birds and crickets and stuff, that was really the only wildlife we saw on this hike, the only big wildlife. So I guess we did a good job making loud noises and keeping bears away. We keep looking back and we're like,
we're blown away every time.
Oh my god. Like forget what's back there. We were talking about there being a lot of people around here before, and I don't know, you guys may not have noticed it because we really don't
we try not to show it. We try to like make it nice and just us, you know?
Yeah, we don't film much when there's a ton of people around, so, but here you can tell from all the cars here. I'll show you. Like this whole parking lot is full. And then there's cars lined up all down here. Some quick leftovers for lunch.
Chickpea pesto pasta. With the view.
Taking a quick little rest. Then we're right before we get back on the road again. You tired? You did 4 miles total, right?
Yep. No, it was an easy 4 miles. Now where?
I don't know. Where are we going? Heading north.
Great question. We don't know.
So it's hard to drive like that.
Yeah, because you want to see, right?
Yeah.
Whoa, there's some water for you.
Jackson Lake, right there. And this is the Jackson Lake Dam we're going over right now.
Look it out there. Those guys are fishing. How are ya? Yellowstone, and I usually plan a day or two in advance to figure out the things we must do and where we're going to stay. However, I was fully not aware that we were going to go straight from Grand Teton into Yellowstone within like 20 minutes. So we don't have any internet. We have no idea the things we're supposed to do, and we have no idea where we're going to camp tonight. So
just no service in general. So
yeah, just no cell phone service. And we just tried to stop at one visitor center, and it was closed. He gave us a map and a whole list of really good hikes that we can do. However, we need to get to one of the hot springs visitor center. It says they have free Wi-Fi, and that's like the only place in the entire park where you can get service. So we're making our way there. And then from there, we'll figure out where we're going to camp, and then figure out what hikes we need to do and what we can't miss. So that's the plan. Right now, we're just driving to get some service.
Beautiful drive.
Yeah, it's so pretty though. And I'm 1000% not complaining about not having service. I really enjoy it. We just need to make sure we have a place to sleep tonight.
Is it hot springs or fires?
Billy's getting a little stressed because the roads are really narrow, but he's doing a really good job. Like, look at that. The road just like ends. You're doing great. We have literally been in the car all day besides our 4-mile hike, and I think we're all about ready to get out.
We just basically drove straight through Yellowstone.
It was very poor planning on our part.
No, well, it was cool to drive through the whole place. Like, we'll spend tomorrow to make sure we, to get out and do a bunch of hikes and stuff like that.
We will. You doing okay?
Yeah, just letting all the cars pass me.
We are holding up traffic.
Look at these rocks, wow.
We have driven through the entire Yellowstone National Park, and we didn't really see much wildlife until we stopped at Mammoth Hot Springs Visitor Center. The visitor center was closed, but we just wanted to like walk around and stretch our legs, and what do you know, there's, what were they, moose?
Elk.
They didn't have any antlers, but they were just all hanging out, right? Pretty much in the center of the road. But it was still cool to see. Now we're 20 minutes away from our campsite.
Alright, we just parked out in the National Forest. Yet another spot we found on iOverlander. Looks like a good one. There's the rig. We got a big mountain in the background here. And we got a little trail right here. And I have a feeling that this view is going to be insane. There's the rig. Right there. Home sweet home. Ready, go.
Are you waiting for me? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's chilly. Where'd you go? Okay. I'm not here in any way, shape, or form to diss national parks. National parks are absolutely amazing. But this, right here, where we have the truck right now, in the National Forest, is what we, Billy, I, and Jetty, look for. It's where Jetty can run and not be on a leash, not be stuck in the car. There's nobody around us, and the views are beautiful. And again, there's nobody around us.
Because what if the national park was empty?
Then we would love it.
I guess it's people, and we don't like people. But it's not just like
also like roads and parking lots and like
visitor centers and.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's so hard to say. It's hard to say, like that we like this better. But even people, like I was thinking about it just now. We just don't like crowds. We just don't like a lot of people. We love meeting people. Like, we met an awesome young couple in the parking lot who wanted to check out our rig, and we talked to them for like an hour, and like, we love meeting people, but just being in a national park where, like, it's just touristy, and for some reason that turns us off so much.
It just feels like literally today, we don't show you this, but we pretty much waited in line at this beautiful lake with the glacier on top to take a picture. And that's not what we look for. Plenty of people do, and that's amazing. Big factor is our dog. She can't go hiking in there, and we like to bring her hiking. We don't want her stuck in the car. So like National Forest for us, they're right outside the park. We're able to drive through and check them all out, and then we can be here by ourselves. Roaming free.
Like, look, I mean, it's
beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
The national park has the best stuff in it.
Yeah.
But that's what draws so many people, and then that's what kind of kills.
And that's why we just do it quick. Go, stop, check it out, and then head on. And national parks are amazing. They get people out. They get people appreciating what we love. So they are...
Yeah, we're not bashing on them at all. Like, we're trying to decide, like, how to enjoy them the best. We're
trying to figure out the best way to do this dang road trip for our enjoyment. And yours!
And I think, I don't know. I mean, we talked about it a bit before, but I think it is just kind of cruising through the national park. Just cruise through, see what you must see, go on a hike or two, and then come out here in the national forest and camp on your own, like in the wilderness, kind of drive on some dirt roads.
For free. Literally every single campground in the national park was completely booked for like the next 3 weeks, and then it finally empties out. But we're not there at that time, obviously. But we're right here. There's plenty of spots, open space, and that's perfect. One thing I did want to touch on before when we were hiking is the fact that when we were on the East Coast, we were getting a little discouraged. We were spending a lot of nights in parking lots and Walmarts and Home Depots and whatever.
There was like virtually none of this.
Yes, and the farther out west we got, the fewer Walmarts we were staying at. And like, now that we're in Wyoming, there's plenty of free camping to like explore. So if you're...
And it just keeps getting better and better. The free camping like gets even cooler.
So if you're like one of those people that are looking to like live this nomad life, go and live in a van and do it cheaply and be in the wilderness, get out west, because you'll get so discouraged on the East Coast. Go west and you will love it.
And I'm sure there are places on the East Coast, like we did go to Cape Lookout and we were there for a few days and you could spend up to 2 weeks there, and that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, it's been a long day.
Yeah, are we even making sense anymore? Let us know we're making sense.
And this camera's getting really heavy. Okay, we're gonna go enjoy these views, have a little romantic drink, and then make some dinner and go to bed.
Good night.
Come on, show them you love me.
Hey, what's your take? Tell me how you feel. Tell me.
You're too fast to capture! Go, go, go!